Let me be a free man.
When I said in my language,
free to travel.
Hello, my relatives.
Free to stop.
Welcome
free to trade where I choose.
to the Republic of Lakota.
Free to choose my own teaching. Free to follow
on
the
December
of
17th, we declared
and act for myself.
that we were announcing and withdrawing from the United States of America all our treaties and all of our agreements. Now, according to the Vienna Convention to the Law of Treaties, which the United States is a signatory to, in 1980 it went into worldwide effect with every country. And that is, you have to follow a protocol in order to withdraw from a treaty. One of the protocols is lying, violations of human rights of all types. At any rate, in our portfolio that we presented to the State Department of the United States of America on December 17, we listed an overview of our deprivation since entering into a treaty with the United States of America. Now, in our rights, we never gave up our sovereignty as Lakota, and neither did the United States of America ever claim that our sovereignty was extinguished. Consequently, we are still a nation as recognized by international law and by constitutional law of the United States of America. Article 6 of their Constitution gives us legal standing. Now, some of the statistics of our deprivation: our adult males live less than 44 years of age. It's the lowest life expectancy in the world. Our women, 47 years of age. We have an infant mortality rate that is 200 times the national average. 1 out of every 4 Indian child born in the United States of America, and among our nation it's higher, but in America, 1 out of 4 is fostered or adopted out to a non-Indian family. It's a business for the drug companies and for the baby market and adoption agencies. We have lost, in the last 50 years, 50 million acres of land. Our water is continually being stolen without regard to us. Our unemployment rate in Lakota land is 73%. 73%. The gross national product that Indian lands in the United States given to, our natural resources that the United States of America steals from us, and our present land base in the United States, which is only 50 million acres, or about 20 million hectares. We put in $30 billion into the gross national product of the United States economy. In return, they steal $2 billion from the taxpayers of the United States and put that into all the different government agencies that cover American Indian affairs. Out of that $2 billion, 87% is taken up in administrative costs. So out of the $2 billion, we're left with 13% out of $2 billion. So, then you see why the deprivations of the American Indian are so horrendous. We have diseases now on the reservation that are no longer prevalent in the rest of the United States. Polio is back. Tuberculosis is back. We have epidemics of every other kind of disease, especially cancer and diabetes and heart disease. Epidemic. Abuse of all types among ourselves because of our deprivation, our poverty, and our confinement, is is also epidemic. Every kind of abuse you can imagine. Because that's what we learned in the forced migration into the boarding schools, the government and Christian boarding schools of America for about 75 years. Our national dropout rate is over 45% from schools. The foreign schools we're forced into. The relocation program the United States of America operated for about 25 years, forcibly relocating Indian people from the reservation, has resulted into 70% of our people, 70% of Lakota are in a diaspora throughout America. The Indian people in America are refugees in our own country. And the reservation system. Adolf Hitler wrote about that the United States of America has excellent policies of putting the unwanted and lesser human beings away and isolated him, and that would be a good reason for him to start labor camps for the unwanted gypsies, homosexuals, Poles, and Jewish people that he put into concentration camps. So he got his idea from the United States of America's Indian policies. Apartheid in South Africa, the 1964 Bantu Development Act, which institutionalized apartheid in South Africa. 1964. While in 1934, the United States passed the Indian Reorganization Act. Read them. They're almost identical. So that we were the role model. We, listen to that. The United States of America was a role model for apartheid South Africa. The West Bank in Palestine. That's pure Indian policy. Iraq, pure Indian policy. Need I go on? That's more than enough to withdraw from the treaties. The United States of America, we've given them 155 years to live up to their own laws, to their Constitution of the United States, and they failed miserably. And they just continue to steal from us and do so many deprivations. You know what all those deprivations spell? Genocide, extermination. My people are about to disappear. The fluent speakers of our language, average age is 65 years. According to linguists, it's over. We can't lose our language. You know what that means? That means we lose our worldview, our way of life. That means we become like the Africans. I should say the black people in the United States of America, because they're no longer Africans. We'll be walking around with brown skin. Oh, there goes an Indian. But we won't be in with God, because that's what India comes from. We won't be. We'll just be brown people, lost in this thing they call America. We want our roots. We want the familiarity of Grandmother Earth. We want to know the clouds. We want to breathe clean air. We want clean water again. And the only way to do that is to become free. And we've done it. And you know what the biggest problem we have? The first problem? We've got a refugee problem. Americans want to come to the Republic of Lakotah. These Americans are professionals, lawyers, some doctors, engineers from all types, computer engineers from all types, skilled workers, farmers. Even one farmer wants to donate his land to us. Another farmer wants to sell off his farm in the east, move to our country, and bring on his animals. But that's our problem. Our second problem is fighting off the investors. The investors understand that their money will turn over quicker and much more and larger in a free country. So the return is very valuable to them. Right away we're besieged. from overseas. From overseas. They're coming to us wanting to invest in our nation. We have everything to live for. And it's all by the law. U.S. law and international law. And it's continuing on. We have so many people supporting us. Constitutional and international lawyers that are helping us. We have engineers, we have experts in almost every field except medicine. We have people in health, though, in the health field. There are doctors already donating their time when I come to America. Now we understand two things. One is that what freedom brings is you're free to be responsible. That's the beauty of freedom. Freedom to be responsible. Secondly, we understand the basic economic rule that those that control the energy control the economics. And guess what? In North and South Dakota, the finest winds in the contiguous 48 states of the United States of America, they have the best wind. We have the best wind. There's enough wind there, according to the experts, to power every city in the United States of America 24/7. That's what we have. And that's what we're going to start on. Windmills, solar. The sun shines on the Lakota over 300 days of the year. Immense power. We have geothermal water, heated to 170 degrees. Fish farming, all year. Greenhouses. We have the basics of a very free country and free energy. We have even more in our country to provide everyone of all the sacred colors of the human race with free energy if they'll just listen and understand what freedom means. And we can sell the rest to you people in America or you in Canada, wherever. Because you all need it. So we want to partner up with the coal companies and other investors. But we have a future. And it's legally strong and lawfully strong. And it's people like yourselves that can make it happen. If you want us to lead the world again with everything that is free, free to be responsible, free to enjoy clean air, free from global warming, freedom from oppressive government, freedom from the Federal Reserve, which is private bankers, free from all the private bankers, free from the credit card companies. What are you waiting for? Let's support us. Let's let the world know that the Lakota, the Republic of Lakotah, is the new kid on the block. And we Indian people, we deserve to sit at the table of the family of nations. We're the only color of the human race, the Red Indians of the Americas, that do not have a seat at the family of nations.
Let me be a free man, free to travel, free to stop,
I hope to see you
trade
again.
where I choose, free to choose my own peak.